Hello, this is Mr. Young, and welcome to Lesson 2.1, Pure Substances. Before proceeding, I'd like to ask that you take out something to write with and something to write on. These notes are valuable resources to have on hand as you work your way through the lessons. The objectives for this lesson are classify pure substances as elements or compounds and describe the characteristics of an element and the symbols used to identify elements. The words you'll want to look for and define are pure substance, element, and atom. Take a moment to write your vocabulary words in your notes. Be sure to leave space for definitions. A pure substance is matter that always has the same composition. Table salt and table sugar are two examples of pure substances. The substance on the left of your screen is table sugar, the type of sugar you may add to your coffee or cereal in the morning. Pure table sugar is a compound called sucrose. On the right is table salt. In science, we specify that it is table salt or salt for consumption because in chemistry there are many different types of salts, many of which are toxic or poisonous. The salt that we put on popcorn and French fries and our eggs is made up of two elements, sodium and chlorine. Substances can be classified as either elements or a compound, and every sample of a given substance has the same properties because a substance has a fixed, uniform composition. An element is a substance that cannot be broken down into simpler substances. An element, such as a sample of pure copper shown here, has a fixed composition because it contains only atoms of copper. Chemists use symbols of 1 to 3 letters to represent elements. The first letter is always capitalized. There is a second or third. These are not capitalized. In this example here, C represents carbon, Al, lowercase l, represents aluminum, and Ag, lowercase g, represents silver. The Latin name for silver is argentum. Symbols allow scientists to speak different languages to communicate without confusion. For example, nitrogen is azote in French and stickstoff in German. My German speakers can correct me if I totally ruined that. And nitrino in Mexico or Spanish. But all scientists use N as a symbol for the element nitrogen. This eliminates confusion. This is the periodic table of elements, a very important and powerful tool used by scientists all over the world. What is really powerful is that if we ever meet aliens from another solar system, they would easily recognize what this represents. I only ask is that you don't be afraid of it. And it's okay if you don't understand it right now, but you will by the end of the semester. This was a very short and sweet lesson. By now, you should be able to classify pure substances as elements or compounds and describe the characteristics of an element and the symbol used to identify elements. And you should be able to define pure substance, element, and atom. We hope you enjoyed our lesson.